One Man Show. You are watching the One Man Show. Ooh,
One man! Ha ha! One man show. Ooh. The one man show. I've just heard a sheep burp. Just down there on the side there. Munching away at turnips, I think. And it just went burp. Just goes to show now something that I've thought about for years, which will probably tell everybody I'm round the friggin' twist. There hasn't been one car for 10 minutes. Put the camera on. They all want to be superstars, man. They all sit and wait and go, right, he's got his camera out. Let's get in the footage. Fuck off. But something I've thought about for years. You see, every animal on the planet, just about, apart from insects, that's not an animal, it's an insect, has 4 limbs, 2 eyes, a nose, mouth, a neck, a willy or a front bottom, red blood, heart, 2 lungs, blah de blah de blah. Just about every animal on this planet is made up of the same constitution of parts, shall we say. And I've often found that interesting. I find it interesting because, why? Well, I think it's because we're put on the planet by aliens. We're all experiments. It's true, you know. We're all experiments. So, what are we going to talk about today, boys and girls? Well, today we're going to talk about, do you remember when you were a kid? Let's say around about 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere around about there, 11, 12 even. And you didn't have a care in the world. Alright, maybe your parents weren't the best in the world, but being a parent doesn't come with a manual. You do what you think is right at the time. And a lot of children, when they're born, they're not wanted because it disrupts their lifestyle. Anyhow, do you remember being that age and not a care in the world? Do you often wonder, well I do, whatever happened to or her? You'd bounce out of bed in the morning, your breakfast would be on the table, or you'd throw some sugar puffs into a bowl. You'd be outside knocking on your pal's door. Are you coming out to play? What are we going to do? I really don't give a fuck. Let's just have fun. Do you remember those days? And you got on your bikes and you pedalled till your legs dropped off. The world hadn't taken grip of you yet. And you'd be shouted in on a night, Kevin, time to come in. Oh, I'll give it another 10 minutes. I told you to be in for 10 o'clock. Well, imagine if that's what it was like now. That tomorrow morning, you wake up and you're 10, 11, 12-year-old. But with the knowledge that you've got now, what would you do? What would you do differently? What opportunities would you go and have a go at? Jumping out of bed. I'm grabbing my phone. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to take photographs. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to go and I'm going to knock on my pal's door. Come on, we're going out. Where are we going? I don't fucking know. But let's go and find out where we're going. God, I miss those days. But you know, they can come back. They can come back every single day if you want them to. We all get wrapped up in the world. We all get wrapped up in this thing called life. This thing called bollocks. Who's to say that you've got to do what you're doing? Who's to say you've got to stay where you are? Who's to say that you couldn't get in your car tomorrow morning and go somewhere new just to see what's there at the end of a road? I was talking to a guy yesterday at the filling station cafe in Keswick. He said, I've just retired. I come from Workington, west coast of Cumbria. It's about 40 miles away, he says. Just nice enough to come for a ride out. He says, but you know what I get a great deal of fun from? He says, going down a road I've never been on before, just to see what's there. Now, I experienced that last year at Anglesey. I went down the road and I discovered this amazing bay on the Anglesey coast. Oh my God. But if I hadn't taken the turning, I'd never have found it. And in some ways, that's what life's all about. You see, I'm doing this right now because I've chosen to. I've taken over 57 years to learn what to do. We don't have this knowledge when we're 10, 11, 12. We don't have this knowledge when we're 18, 25, 30, 38, 45. We don't have it. You get the knowledge as you get older, as you experience things. And the most powerful force in this universe are your thoughts. The thoughts you have about what happens to you. The thoughts you have about events that take place that you think are outside of your control, but they're not. You see, had I not let loose of my front brake last year, I wouldn't have fallen off. Had I not crossed a track going down to a farm 2 years ago, I wouldn't have come off the bike and smashed my screen. Take responsibility for the shit that happens to you. You see, by taking responsibility, you're accepting the shit that happens to you. You're accepting that you're in control as much as you can be, I guess. And it's up to you what you're going to do. From yesterday morning, I've had no pain in my back. And I mean none. Not even a friggin' twinge. Because I took responsibility. And I took action. And I went to see a chiropractor and had needles put in my back that made me friggin' eyes water. And then I'm doing these walks, I'm losing weight, so there's less pressure on my spine. And I went for a ride out on the bike yesterday. I've got to tell you something. I might get emotional here, because I'm an emotional kind of guy. Every time I get on a motorbike, I couldn't give a rat's arse if it's a 50cc or the 1300 that I've got. I go back. I go back to being 7, 8 and 9. Where I would get that bone dome on my head, the flying goggles round my eyes. I'd get on the back of a BSA Bantam and my granddad would take me around Crook in Weardale. And I get exactly the same feeling. So every day I'm on my bike, I go back to the days when there wasn't a care in the world. I'd never been hurt. I'd never been shit on. I'd never been cheated on. I'd never been stamped into the ground. I'd never been made to feel worthless. I'd never failed. But also, I'd never succeeded. But I had, you see, in my life. I was succeeding every day because I was having bloody fun. And that's the message for today. It's up to you how you feel when you get up in the morning. It's up to you how you control your thoughts. It's up to you what you do with your life. Nobody else. You. And on that eggshell, I'm sure there could be a part 2, but I'm going to stop because there's a hill coming. You see, we all have choices, don't we? We all have things which we would love to do. If only I had the money. If only I had a better bike, a better car. If only I had a better partner. Instead of the one that keeps shouting at me for leaving the toilet seat up. Or for smacking me around the head because you're snoring. We all have our different ways in life, but you know something? We all have the same emotions. Every single one of us. We have the same emotions. Joy, happiness, laughter, disappointment, failure, sadness. We all experience the same emotions. And you know one of the greatest antidepressants in the world is doing what I'm doing now. Walking. It gets the endorphins flying around your head. It gives you something to boost your metabolism. But something I want you to do, and I'm going to end on this. Get out this weekend. Take your phone and send me a photograph of what you're doing. Send me a photograph of where you've been, or even a little video. Say, hi Kev, I'm here on Holy Island. Hi Kev, I'm here on Hadrian's Wall. I'm outside a cafe in Stanhope. I'm on Hartside. I'm at Perranporth Beach in Cornwall. I double dare you. So until the next time, bye bye for now. Doot doodly doot doo. Doot doodly doot doo. I've taken the microphone away from my neck, so you may well find that the volume itself will have gone down a little bit. But as I was saying, get yourself out, take a video on your phone or a photograph and send it to me. Kevin at motorbikerider.eu or Kevin at motorbiketv.tv, or post it on Facebook, or post it on Twitter at motorbike_TV. Let's see where you can get this weekend. Let's see what you can do. I don't give a rat's ass if you take a photograph with a daffodil in your back garden. Do something different. And I'm taking you somewhere now where I've never been before. And it's not too far from where I live, believe it or not. The trouble about going downhill is, you know you've got to come back up again. But near me, out in my, did I tell you? My Eden Valley, there's an interesting few places to go and see. I posted the interactive digital guide this morning to get yourself here on your motorbike. I've just seen it for the first time. I didn't realise it was this good. Here's a clue of where we are. You'd be a nutter not to come here. A nutter. Now take that nut off and put a r. And now let me show you where we are. Oh my God, this is mint. This is mint. You see, you go somewhere different and you don't know where it's going to take you. And are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Seriously. Just look at that beauty. This is in between Appleby and Great Asby, and it's called Rutter Falls. R-U-T-T-E-R. Rutter Falls. The old water wheel there. Looks like somebody lives there. A few cottages. Isn't that just splendid? You've got a ford you can ride through if you want. Clean your wheels. And then you've got this. Some days it's just great to be me. So get out there this weekend. Get out there, go somewhere new. Take the road less travelled. Let's have fun. Remember when you were 10, 11, 12-year-old where you didn't care? That's this weekend. Ta-da for now.
One Man Show. You are watching the One Man Show. Ooh.